We're going to start by going to a web browser, in this case Firefox. And we're going to go to www.whaledrop.com. On the homepage for whaledrop.com, you'll find information on emailing large files, sending secure information, tracking delivery, and managing digital assets. But what we're going to do right now is we're going to scroll down to the bottom of this page, and we're going to click on Get a Free Account. When you click on Get a Free Account, it's going to take you to the Whaledrop registration page. And it's real easy to register. All you have to do is enter your first name, your last name, the email address you want to send mail from, and retype the address, and your password that you want to use. And then enter the characters that you see in the word verification field. They do not have to match the case that you see. And then click I accept, create my account. When you create your account, what will happen is Whaledrop will send an email to your email address so that you can confirm you have access to that email. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to click on my email client. I'm on a Macintosh here, and I'm using Mac Mail, so I'm going to click on that client. And it's already configured for my Gmail account that I used when I created my new Whaledrop account. And so when I open the mail client and click Get Mail, it's going to go to Gmail and it's going to find that email address that Whaledrop just sent me. And so you can see here in the email it says your Whaledrop account has been created. To verify your email address and activate your account, click the link below. So all I need to do is click Activate Account. When I click Activate Account, it takes me back to Whaledrop, and you can see that the Whaledrop account is now active, and I can click here to log in. When I get to the login page, I can enter the new email address and password that I entered when I created my account. And if you like, you can click the Remember Me checkbox so that you don't have to provide this information every time you come to this page. And then you can click Login. The first time you log into Whaledrop, you'll see this Configure Your Email Client notice in the upper left. Below that is a link for information on how to configure your email client. We have instructions for the standard clients, including Outlook, Outlook Express, and Thunderbird. Right now we're going to show you how to configure Apple Mail to use Whaledrop. I'm going to minimize my Firefox window here for a moment, and I'm going to go back to my Apple Mail client. Before we start, if you're not real familiar with email, you may need to know that there are both an inbox that you get with your email address and an outgoing mail server that you get with your email address. And these are two separate things. Whaledrop is a premium email delivery service which replaces your outgoing mail server. It does not affect your inbox. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come into the Mail menu and go to Preferences, and you can see that I've got one email account configured for Apple Mail, and it's the Gmail IMAP service here. If you look down in the lower right, you see that there is also an outgoing mail server configured, SMTP, and in this case it's set to the Gmail SMTP server. If I click on this link, I can select Edit SMTP Server List, and I can add an additional server to this list to use with my mail account. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click the plus sign, and I'm going to add the Whaledrop SMTP server, and the address for that server is smtp.whaledrop.com. That address is the same regardless of what email client you are using. And I'll click on Advanced, and Whaledrop uses SSL, and I want to make sure that it's using port 465. So I'll select custom port and put in 465. And then I have to select an authentication method. I'm going to select password, and I'm going to put in my login and password in this box. And my password. Once those are entered, I click OK. And notice that it still says Gmail SMTP server here. I'm going to select the new Whaledrop SMTP server that I just added. It's got a check here to say I'll use only this server with my selected account, which is my Gmail account. And then I'm going to click the red box up here to close this window and save my settings. Now my Apple client is configured to be able to send outgoing mail through Whaledrop. To verify this, I can send a message by clicking New Message and typing an address to send the message to and a subject. And I can click the Send button. When I click Send, my client connects to the smtp.whaledrop.com server and starts sending the outbound mail. And when that message is complete, it leaves my outbox. And there, my Apple Mail client is configured to use Whaledrop Mail, and all outgoing mail from this point on will go out through my Whaledrop server.